Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Quiet as Kept podcast, where we speak the truth about healing, mental health, and the work it takes to stop putting yourself last. I'm your host, Shawnti Refuge. I am a master certified mental health coach, guided journaling expert, and the one who's about to hand you permission to stop showing up for everybody who drains you. August is back to school for some of us, but for all of us, it's back to busy. And before you go adding everything and everybody to your calendar, I need to ask you, where are your boundaries? Today's episode is called You Can't Pour Into Everybody This Fall, and that's okay. And baby, we're not going to talk about why your piece is not a group project. So let's get real about boundaries. Boundaries aren't just telling people no. Let me make that clear. They are about telling yourself yes. Yes to rest, yes to space, yes to the version of you that doesn't live on fumes. A lot of us were raised to believe that boundaries means you're selfish, especially as Black women, especially in families and communities where being the strong one is your unspoken job description. Believe me, I know, because I'm the oldest in my family, the oldest daughter, and my mama think I'm the strong one and that I'm supposed to do everything for everybody. But here come those boundaries. If you don't set boundaries before the chaos hits, you'll be sitting here in October wondering why you're resentful, you're tired, and you're trying to find a way to fake your own disappearance. Believe me, I have done it before, twice that I can remember. Because I wanted to disappear because I was tired of everybody and everything, and I just want to disappear. And if you listening to this podcast, I know you didn't thought that too. Just never said it out loud. And it's okay. You're in a safe space. So let me tell you about this one week a few years ago where I was saying yes to everyone. It was in August. I don't know why August is always that Shanti, can you, can I, or will you, or can I borrow, whatever. Anyway, so I guess and on my end it was like, okay, it's August. I'm gonna help everybody. I agreed to babysit for someone. I agreed to volunteer at an event, and I did a free coaching call all in the same week. You're saying, oh, that's just three things, but those require energy. And there was no benefit, on my end, if you know what I'm saying. I was doing something for someone else. And that's okay. I love doing things for people. I don't know if it's the Aquarius in me, but I think I have this undying need to help people. And that's okay. But I need to also set boundaries, which I did. But back then I didn't. But I think that's when I really started doing setting boundaries for myself. Because by that Friday, I was in the bed with a headache. And then I had nerve to be mad at them for asking me to do things, but I was even madder at me for saying yes when I had no business saying yes. And so that particular week taught me that people will always ask, but it's your job to protect your capacity. Only you know your capacity. So my friend who asked me to babysit, she didn't know I had other stuff going on. You know, volunteering, I signed up for that. And then doing a free coaching call, I offered that, right? But the people on the receiving end didn't know what I was doing, you know? So that week taught me again, like, it's okay. People are going to ask you for stuff, but baby, say no if you know you don't have the capacity, because only you know what your capacity is. So get out your pen and your paper, and let's journal about it. Here's your journal prompt. Where have I been overextending myself and why? Who am I trying to prove something to? And what would happen if I stopped? Now, as you are answering this prompt, I want you to take your time with it and think about it before you just start writing, unless you already know off the bat what it is, where you've been overextending yourself and why. And, if you know the answer, write it down. Because this is the kind of prompt that's going to step on your own toes. And it's a good thing because you're going to become more aware of what you're doing while you're doing it. And what happens if you stop trying to prove yourself? Because it's exhausting. I'm here to tell you. Because a lot of us aren't overcommitted because we have to be. We're overcommitted because we don't want to deal with the discomfort of disappointing somebody else. Did you hear what I just said? We're overcommitted because we don't want to deal with the discomfort of disappointing somebody else. Baby, if you know me, y'all know my favorite line, fuck them kids and fuck them people. And I mean that in the most sincere way. Because people will drain you if you let them. Don't let them. It's up to you. You have control over yourself. You can only control you. You can't control nobody else. So here's a tip on boundaries. One of my best ways to protect your peace is to set your boundaries before you're put on the spot. Because I noticed that a lot of times when I'm speaking to other women about boundaries, they say yes because they're not prepared. Like you're talking to your friend and she said, "Oh, hey girl, by the way, can I?" And then you don't want to say no, so you say yes. Stop doing that. Don't give an instant answer. You're not required to instantly answer anybody. That email, that text, that phone call. You're not required to give an instant answer. You can think about your answer. And then you say yes if you can and have the capacity. And then you say no if you don't or don't want to do it at all. You're not obligated to do anything for anybody but yourself. So if you already know you're not available for last minute favors during the week, let's say you set a schedule for yourself during the week. And if it's not already on that, calendar for the week, then you say no to whoever's trying to add that extra. Say no and mean it and don't feel bad about it. They might be upset, but who cares? That's your boundary, not theirs. It's for you and it's for them, but you created that boundary and it is your responsibility to stand 10 toes down on that. Or another example, like if you already know you need 2 nights a week with no phone calls, no events, that is your boundary. Do not deviate from your boundary. That is showing yourself self-love. That is showing other people how to treat you. And if you don't know what your boundaries are, write them down. In that same notepad that you're going to answer this journal prompt, write down your boundaries. Get clear on what your boundaries are. Practice saying it out loud. And remember that your boundary is a gift to you to keep your sanity and to keep you from going off on everybody. And it's a gift to them, whoever's asking for whatever it is that you don't want to do or you do or whatever the case may be. Just set the boundaries. I've never heard of people dying from setting a boundary, and I've never heard of people dying from standing 10 toes down or somebody else being mad because you set boundaries. I mean, they'll be mad, but they ain't going to die, right? All right. So let me tell you what I got coming up. In September, I am my application. Well, right now, my applications are open for my Falling for My Damn Self mastermind. And this is where we stop playing small and start pouring into ourselves without guilt. It is a 3-day mastermind. Go apply for it. The link is under the post, or you can go to my website, ShawntiRefuge.com. And then I also have something I'm working on called the Audacity of a Healing Woman workshop. And this is it's not just a 1-day thing. I think maybe we're going to go 4 to 6 weeks on this. Because what we're going to do in there, we're going to be healing in public, choosing ourselves and not shrinking. And that takes nerve. And I'm going to show you how to do it. All right. So if you're ready to stop saying yes to at the expense of your peace, get one of my guided journals. Go to ShawntiRefuge.com because this is the season to protect your energy. Like it's the last pack of chicken wings on sale, right? All right. Until next time, protect your peace. Keep it cute. And remember that boundaries aren't walls. They're doors that you control the lock to. All right. I'm Shawnti Refuge, and this has been the Quietest Kept podcast. I will see you beautiful people next week. Bye, y'all.